welcome back to the YouTube channel, welcome back to the vlogs. You'll be able to see from the title of this video that this is going to be a big home updates vlog, and it is exactly that. I gave you guys so many updates. I started this vlog, I think it was like the 15th of September, so just over 2 months ago now, and to be honest, didn't think we'd still be doing the home projects at this point, but you basically see as the video progresses that we kind of started doing one thing that led to another, and I am very glad that I have vlogged the whole process and kept doing updates, because I have been editing as we've been going, and it's been so good for me, especially on days where I feel like we're not getting anywhere, to kind of look back and see like just how far we've come, just how much we have actually done to the house. You might be sitting just now looking and wondering where I'm sitting, and I am actually sat in our new living room, which you're about to see the full process of like being ripped out. It was a complete shell. We've had our sofa and everything delivered now, which you're not going to see in this vlog because I stopped doing updates because I realised this video was going to end up being far too long from start to finish. You're basically going to see the whole process of like everything kind of getting done, and in the coming weeks you're going to see in different vlogs the room's actually finished. But for now I just wanted to jump on and say hi and actually intro this video, because the video basically just starts. I was obviously just so excited about the whole process and like getting started that I completely forgot to say hi. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching everything, and like I said, you'll get a lot more updates in the vlogs that are coming after this one. We have had a productive little Sunday. You probably see in the back that we've got, well actually I think they're behind me, we've got our tiles picked up for downstairs bathroom, which is hopefully starting on Wednesday, and I'm honestly so excited. Like I love those tiles when I seen them in the showroom, but I love them even more like seeing them in the boxes and everything. Apologies for my voice this morning, I have some kind of cold, but I am so excited because the downstairs bathroom is starting today, and it means that slowly but surely this week my kitchen like sunroom space should stop looking like a dumping ground. I did show the tiles that we picked in one of my home update vlogs, but before the builder comes I thought I'd quickly give you a wee look at everything like lying out, and then I'll be able to kind of show you like day by day the progress. But these are the tiles that we're having behind the sink, and they're going to run this way, so like that way along, and I just love these so much. I feel like they come up a little bit more grey in photos than what they actually are. They're very beige, and they've got this like gorgeous like rib effect, like so nice. I just wanted like a slight feature, so we're having these behind the sink, and then these tiles here, there's one up there as well. These are what's going on the floor, and then up behind the toilet as well. I've then went for these like brushed bronze fixings, so this is the same colour as our tap. I wanted like bronze without it being too orangey, if that makes sense. I'll show you one of the fixings over there as well, just so you can get a good idea. I've just pulled out the little toilet roll holder so you can see kind of colour of the fixings. So the tap's the same colour, and then the flush plate is the same colour as this as well. And then this is the trim that I went for. I didn't want to do bronze trim because I just felt that was going to look a bit too much. And when I seen this, and it's actually matte, it's not shiny, I just thought that matches perfectly with the tiles. I'm just so excited to see how it's all going to come together. The sink I've picked is gorgeous, and we discussed lighting and everything the other day, and yeah, I'm just really excited. I'll also quickly go in and show you what the bathroom looks like just now. I think there's going to be a big difference, which I cannot wait for. So this is the current downstairs bathroom. As you can see, it is literally like the darkest room ever. I'm going to put on the light. It doesn't really get much better. Obviously we've got the dark floor in here, which runs like the whole way through the house, and yeah, just because there's like not a window or anything, it's just such a dark room. And then obviously there's the dark green tiles, just not my cup of tea. So yeah, I cannot wait to see the back of these green subway tiles. Mirror's obviously going to come off, getting rid of this pedestal. I hate this whole boxed in toilet situation, so that's all going, and we're going to have a wall hung toilet. The actual position of things are staying the same, because I actually do like the layout in here. I've went for like a wall hung vanity sink. It's actually like two-tiered, it's like kind of floating here, it's got a space, and then it's got a little shelf underneath, and then wall hung toilet, and we're doing like a kind of niche above it with a light in it. And the tiling's only going to be like, so those big statement tiles are going on this wall, and then all the floors getting tiled, but the actual other wall tiles are only going to like kind of like this point here. This is the actual size of this bathroom. It is absolutely massive. When we first came to view this house, we couldn't go over the size of this. Originally I thought about like boxing this off and like creating storage or whatever, or having a big storage cupboard, but to be honest, it just feels like you'd be then making the bathroom unnecessarily small. So the plan actually is to continue the tiles through here. We're going to have a really nice kind of tile skirting just to make the area nice and clean, and then going to paint these walls that are left. The new radiator is obviously going to go there. Then eventually, I mean, I'd love to do it this side of the year, but we've got quite a lot to tick off, so I don't know if my dad will get around to doing this. But eventually we're going to have some sort of kind of little seating drawer situation here with some pegs above, basically create create a little kind of like boot room shoe storage. I'm obviously thinking like long term, having kids, going to school, all that kind of stuff. This would be a really good space to like chuck their school bags, their school shoes. Very, very excited to say the least. I just wanted to give you a good look at the room before you get started. Thought I'd do a little bathroom update. As you can see, everything has been fully ripped out. A lot has actually happened, so this is day 2. Might not seem like a lot, but a lot has definitely been done. So all of the kind of wiring is in for the lights that we're putting in, and obviously the cistern's in. This wall has all been rearranged. Pipes have been moved. Obviously all the tiles and everything are off. The flooring's away. We've got a little downlighter over here, and honestly I am just so pleased with the progress so far, because the difference in this room with just not having the dark floor and like the tiles that were dark on the wall, I mean, I know it's obviously like stripped back bare basically, but it just feels so much bigger, and it's just getting me so excited for what it's eventually going to look like. I think the tiling might be starting tomorrow, which is so exciting, and also my flush plate arrived today, so I'll go through and show you that. This is the gorgeous flush plate. It's just the perfect colour that I was looking for. I wanted bronze fixtures, but I didn't want them to be like too kind of orangey brassy. I almost wanted them to be a bit more of like kind of brownie shade. You can probably tell that I am just so excited about getting this bathroom done. The flush plate is going to be on one of these tiles. That's a little bathroom update for today. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to see some tiling, which will be really exciting. Another little bathroom update for you. Look at my gorgeous niche. I am honestly so excited to see what this is going to look like in the end, because I'm obsessed with how it looks now, which might sound crazy because obviously it doesn't probably look like much right now. This room just had so much more potential than what it was before. The dark floor and then like the dark tiles and like the boxed in bit and everything, it was just, yeah, it just wasn't reaching its full potential, and now you can see that the ceiling height in here is incredible. We've got markings on the roof for where like the LED lights are going to go. Obviously we've got the big niche cut out. The toilet's all boxed in now. This is where the flush plate's going to go. All of the plumbing's been done for the sink. I can't actually go in on the floor because it's all been glued down ready for tiling to start tomorrow. Cannot wait to see the tiles going down tomorrow. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to be putting up on this little shelf. A little boring update, but our toilet arrived and I think she's absolutely gorgeous, if I do say so myself. I can't remember if I showed you this yesterday or not, but this is the kind of big drawer section that sits underneath the floating sink, because they come in like 2 separates, which again, really excited to see how this is all going to look. Radiator valves also came today. I never thought I'd be excited over a radiator valve, but it's the colour of it I'm so pleased with. The fixings are just the exact shade of kind of bronze that I was looking for, so yeah, excited to see it all come together. That's all I'm going to keep saying. It's time for a bathroom update. So the hallway currently looks like this. I haven't actually updated you on here for quite a few days now, so you're going to notice a really big difference. I have been doing more updates for like TikTok and stuff, so you can see a bit more of the process, but yeah, you're going to notice a big difference. So the hallway currently looks like this. What I will say is I am absolutely loving these big bits of plywood being down in the hallway, because it just like helps me imagine what it's going to be like when we eventually change the floors from this dark colour to this colour here. Not this exact colour, but just basically lighter. And yeah, I just know it's going to make the space feel so much brighter, so much bigger. But yeah, the hallway has all the bits and bobs. We've got a toilet, spare tile. This is a sink, which is actually going on today, which I'm so excited about. Some of our fixings are over here. And then this is what the bathroom is looking like. Just actually like looking in here, it's like a completely different room. I can't believe what we started with and what it looks like now. The room feels so much bigger. The ceiling height feels so much taller. Honestly, I'm just so pleased. I will say the reason I probably haven't given you little updates on here is because when the tiles on this back wall went on, they were definitely a little bit darker looking than what I was expecting. It was definitely a trust the process moment, because it's come together and it looks exactly how I was hoping it would. Because this room doesn't have any natural light in it, these tiles are darker in here than what they were like the sample was like in the kitchen or like out in the hall. This is going to have an LED light in it, and I would imagine like a nice candle and a diffuser, maybe a wee vase over here, and then this is where the toilet's going. So the flush plate's like right in the middle of the wall. Then can we take a moment for the sink tiles? I am obsessed with these tiles, and so I should be, because definitely more of a splurge for this little downstairs bathroom, but to be honest, with everything else that I've got, I've managed to source it and find it cheaper. I just fell in love with these tiles and I thought, do you know what, it's like we're not going to do this bathroom again for a long time, so basically get what you want. And they are massive tiles, hence why they were more expensive. But this is where the sink's going to go. A mirror should be arriving tomorrow, I think. We've got the wiring in for the lights that are going up, and then you might be wondering why the tiling stops here, and that is because this full space under here is eventually going to be a little kind of like shoe boot room area. Probably a little DIY project, not something that I'm going to be doing anytime soon because my brain honestly cannot cope with making any more decisions. I will be painting these walls. It's just so hard to pick like paint colours. I feel like you think it's going to look like creamy beige and then it looks grey, and yeah, I need some help basically. The radiator's on, which obviously will be able to come off for us to paint. We did talk about putting a big tall radiator on this wall, but I just thought it would be nicer just kind of tucked out the way and in there. And then if I stand way back in here, this is the room from this side. I keep reminding myself Rome wasn't built in a day, but this is like such a big bit of progress. I just wanted to give you a wee update. I will link everything that we've got and like, or tell you at least where I got things from. Yeah, this is what it's looking like. And then up here on the ceiling, I've not even showed you that. We did this kind of like little ceiling detail. It needs to all be painted, but there's going to be like LED lights that go in here. Can't wait to see it all finished. Today it's been grouted, which that was a pure palaver trying to pick a grout colour. Yeah, like I said, everything looks like it's going to be a certain colour and then it's a different colour. So yeah, hopefully we like the grout when it's done today. I'm literally just about to head out the door, and then I remembered I need to give you a little before of this room because the living room transformation, we're calling it. Basically we're just getting the living room done. Thought I would show you the kind of blank canvas that we're working with. Everything has been taken out of this room. We never actually did anything to this room when we moved in. We literally brought our sofa and furniture from our old house, just put everything in place, put the TV on the wall. So this room hasn't even been painted by us. As you can see, all the carpet's been lifted up, and that is because we are getting some gorgeous flooring in here. This is the flooring here. I am honestly so excited to see what this looks like. Glad is to see how this wears in the living room first because it is a laminate, but it's a really wide plank and it's a gorgeous colour. It looks a little bit darker in here. As you can see outside, it's like raining and a bit miserable, and it's basically 5 o'clock. So yeah, I imagine when the sun's coming in that this flooring's going to be gorgeous in here. We're putting in a new tall radiator. That's it over there actually. The curtains have come down and the TV is probably going to stay in the same position because I kind of want to do an off-centered media wall. I've picked a board from Rero Laminates, which is the same place that I got our kind of TV unit wall situation from the last time, and a lot of people loved that. So I'm excited to create something similar but a little bit different in this house. It's going to be kind of off the wall. We're going to have lights around it, and then the TV unit's actually not going to be floating. It's going to be on the floor. And then the most exciting change in here is going to be the ceiling detail. So I'm not too sure if you can see it on camera, but we do have coving in this room just now, and I'll insert some kind of inspo pictures of what I'm hoping to achieve. I'm not sure on the exact name or style of like the ceiling that we're going to do. We're going to have like a kind of thick border going round with an LED light in there, so that'll hide the original coving that's up, and then over on this side it's going to kind of be out a little bit so that the curtains can go up and kind of look fitted in. I'm not too sure if that's like the right term, but you'll see it all come together. I just wanted to give you a little look at this room before we get started. It's a very blank canvas right now. Like as you can see, we've just got the saw in here ready to start work tomorrow. Very excited to get this room done. I feel like this will be a room we spend a lot of time in when baby boy's here. So yeah, very excited to get it done, and of course I will show you the progress as we go. And speaking of progress, look at the downstairs bathroom, guys. I am honestly obsessed. It's not finished yet. We still have to put our mirror on the wall, and then there is also a floating drawer that goes under this sink, but it came damaged, so we're kind of waiting to get that sorted. Hopefully that'll be done this week. I am obsessed because honestly I was having a bit of a tizzy see when these back tiles went in, and it was just a concrete on the floor and there was no lights in. The tiles were looking so grey in comparison to what they looked like in the shop, and then also like anywhere else that we had them in the house, and the last thing I wanted was the bathroom to be grey. I really was looking for it to look like the way it looks right now. So yeah, honestly, like I literally put these lights on and leave the door open and just walk past and look at it because I am so pleased. I mean, look at the ceiling. Everything still needs painted, and then this room is going to be painted in here as well. I've picked my paint colour in that this weekend. So yeah, we're all go. Baby boy's room starting this week. My bedroom starting this week. We're picking up flooring. So yeah, I'll tie in with these tomorrow. I just had to give you a wee sneak peek at the bathroom because I am honestly just so pleased with it. Hello. It's day 185 of doing home projects, but we are getting somewhere. The downstairs bathroom is absolutely stunning. It was definitely a trusted process because when the tiles first went on, I was convinced they were grey. They're not grey. It's fine. Crisis averted. But now that that's basically completed, well, it needs to be painted. The mirror needs to go up, and we had an issue with our drawer section of the sink. So that's supposed to be getting replaced. They've not actually emailed me back about that yet.
This is what I'm spending my life doing just now. I'm like, oh, I need to chase that up, oh, I need to do that, blah blah blah. Doing like a home reno is not for the weak, and it's not even, well, I'm saying it's not a home reno, but we have done basically every room up the stairs. We've just done our downstairs bathroom, we're doing living, and the only thing that we're not doing is the stairs and the kitchen. So it is a big project. Thank God, by the way, we decided not to do the whole kitchen. I think I'd have been stressed at my box. But today, and you're wondering who I'm talking to, by the way, my mum is finally back after 5 long weeks of leaving me. The vlog you'll have watched before this one was the day I dropped them off, I think. Yeah, I've not posted that one yet. That one you'll have watched before this one, but 5 weeks have now passed and we're now doing this. Linda's back, my dad's back, we've just left him just now. He's in the baby's room, he's taking all the skirtings off, and that room's getting decorated this week. Flooring's going down in our master bedroom. We're going to go and get paint today for the master bedroom. We've decided to lime wash, much to my dad's dismay. I just had to let him know that there.
Oh, did you?
I went, oh, we're going to go get paint, and he was like, paint for where? I was like, the master bedroom. And he was like, that lime wash shite that you do. He was like, if you had a professional doing it, i.e. thinks if he was doing it basically, it'd be better. But I loved doing the lime wash, I think it was good. Anyways, we're going to go and get paint for there. So we've got a B&Q stop to do. We need to go and pick up all of the flooring, so I'll take you with us to do that. And I've also got a next delivery to go and pick up. And we were going to be going and picking up the TV unit, not TV unit, TV board, that's the word I'm looking for. But they're actually going to deliver it for us, so we don't need to do that. But yeah, a lot of things to go and collect, and a lot of things getting done this week. The living room's starting this week. Yeah, hopefully in the next few weeks things are going to start to feel a lot more normal, because right now my house is just upside down. But soon we'll have things done, and before we know it, we're going to be organising all the baby clothes into the baby's room, and yeah, doing all the decorating. So, but before that point, we need to go and collect everything and get through this stage. So we've picked up the flooring and we've just come into B&Q and we've seen that they're putting out all the Christmas trees, and we're actually needing a Christmas tree for the living room. I'm laughing because let's hope the living room's actually going to be finished and I can get a Christmas tree up. But this one's absolutely gorgeous. 7 foot. It's pre-lit. I want a pre-lit one for my living room just because I want the easiness. But it looks so nice. It's like a kind of lighter green as well, isn't it? But it's £120. I think that's a really good buy for a Christmas tree.
The width is perfect. You don't want that one to be too big.
No, because it's going to go in front of the window. So in the front of the window, or maybe in the corner.
Probably the corner.
So I think. But it could go in front of the window and it wouldn't be sticking out too much. I've got a few gorgeous trees actually. My other tree's more like this. Yeah. This is kind of like the same as the one for the living room. Not the living room, the one I've got that was in the kitchen. But we're in here not for Christmas trees, but I think we might just pick this up and take it with us. We've just found it boxed up here. We'll go and get the paint first and then come back for it.
Yeah.
Tree details for anyone else that's looking for one. Just went and got this paint mixed up. This is the colour here, chocolate suede. I just went for the B&Q Good Home paint, and we're going to lime wash with this paint in the master bedroom. I wanted something like really cosy and warm, so that's why I like kind of chocolate colour. Little update in baby boy's nursery. My dad was here today and he's taken all the skirting boards off and cleaned them all up, but this is the mess of the floor. So this is me and Chris's job tonight, to get all of this tidied up so that tomorrow he can come and start doing the panelling on the wall. I've been out and about all day today and I didn't actually vlog any of it because, well, 2 reasons. I was out doing some work for a job that I've got to do, and I was also kind of vlogging for TikTok, so I didn't bring you guys along with me. But when I got back in, I had a delivery. I seen that this got delivered when I was out, and I was really excited to get home and see it, because this package contains the wallpaper that I've picked for baby boy's nursery, and I'm honestly just like, I'm so pleased with it. I've already opened it, but I thought I would show you guys anyway. This is what we went for. So I actually originally was going to do blue stripes in his nursery. I was really quite set on doing like that kind of like Ralph Lauren baby blue stripes, lots of baby blue, and then just see like with the tiles that we put down the stairs, see when they were like looking a little bit of a different shade to what I was expecting, which by the way was totally fine, I love them now. But just that moment made me kind of start questioning all of my decisions I was making, and I kind of just started to think like everything in our house is quite like neutral and minimal, and I was thinking, am I going to like looking into his bedroom and it being like quite busy, or would I prefer it to be a bit more neutral. I know a lot of people say like sad beige baby, but there will be pops of blue and you will have plenty of toys and they'll all be colourful and stuff. For the base of the room, I think I want to keep it just quite minimal, quite neutral. So that is what I decided to do in the end. And you can actually get this paper in baby blue, but I went for it in the cream colour and I am honestly obsessed. I'm hoping you can see it well on this camera, but it's a white and beige stripe. It's obviously a thin stripe. This is the other thing, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do thick stripes or thin stripes. Went for a thin stripe in the end, and there's only going to be one wall that's wallpapered, and it's the wall where the window is, so you'll see it from like the hallway, and the rest of them are going to be painted in Dulux summer linen, which we got at the weekend as well. My dad's also been busy today doing all of the moulding, so I'm not doing like traditional paneling. There's not like a real reason why I'm not doing traditional paneling. I just thought I would do something a little bit different. Again, I don't really like things that are like too fussy or too busy, so I just went for like a very simple piece of wood basically, and rather than having like big rectangle and small rectangle, we're just kind of doing like big rectangles, and they've all been measured out perfectly so that his cot can actually sit in the middle of one of them. So my dad did all of them today, so I'm hoping tomorrow he's going to start putting them on the wall, and then we might get some paint on the walls as well. We also need to start doing flooring in our bedroom because our new bed is getting delivered next Tuesday, and our current bed is also now sold and somebody's coming to pick that up on Saturday. So yeah, we do have a little bit of a time crunch this week, a little bit of things needing to be done by certain points, but I'm sure it will get there. The ceiling detail has started in the living room today as well, and it is looking so good so far. I really actually enjoy like the process of getting things done, like seeing them all come together, because I actually just said that to Chris. I was like, oh my god, the living room's looking so good, and it's literally just got like the actual wood up on the ceiling. It just gives you a better idea of like size and stuff. So yeah, I appreciate like the progress. I'll actually quickly take you into the baby's room and show you the paint colour, and show you this in there as well. It's quite dark in here now, so I feel like you're not going to really see the colours. Maybe I should pop on the light 2 seconds. That's better actually. So you can see the wallpaper here, and then it's the middle paint sample, so this one here in the middle that we're going to be painting all of the walls in. If you're interested in knowing what these paint samples are, this is Egyptian cotton, which looks so grey in here. We've got this in the room just as you come up the stairs, and it looks like a gorgeous like beigey taupe in that room, but that room faces the back of the house, which gets more light, so it just shows you that like paint looks different in different lights. This is summer linen, and then this is natural hessian, which looks a lot darker than what I was expecting. So I originally thought that I was going to go for this, but this is what I prefer. So yeah, it's a really good match for the wallpaper as well. And then this is the paneling that my dad's been working on today. We are one short here, so we need to go and get that from B&Q either tonight or early tomorrow, but they're looking really good. This is what I mean about them not being like detailed. It's literally just plain strips of wood. The plan is to have like one here, the big one in the middle here where his cot's going to go, another one there, and then we're doing 2 on this wall, and then I'm just keeping the rest of the walls nice and plain. I didn't really want to like have too much fussiness going on, and it's this back wall here that this wallpaper is going to go on. It'll be good to look back at these videos and see it all come together. I can't remember what I last updated you on, and there is quite a lot of different things going on in the house this week. Literally like 1,000 jobs and 1,000 rooms are getting done at once. That's what it feels like. I'm going to give you all the updates, and hopefully I haven't already shown you these. See, because obviously I'm trying to like record everything and document everything for like TikTok and Instagram as well, I keep like forgetting what I have and haven't shown. Hopefully I'm not repeating myself. I haven't shown progress in this room, I don't think, and there has been a lot of progress. I'm standing in the living room, and as you can see, I don't even know what we call this. I've just been calling it like ceiling detail, ceiling feature has started this week. This probably would have been finished today, but I then decided to do something kind of similar upstairs in my bedroom. So I basically got our joiner to stop working in here, go up and do the bedroom, because that has a tighter time frame of needing done, whereas this room can be finished next week. So yeah, that is why it's kind of half done, but you can kind of get the gist. So obviously you'll have seen pictures that I inserted of inspo. The main reason I wanted to do some sort of ceiling detail was because I wanted to have that little pelmet look across my curtains, and I absolutely love that kind of like hotel style of curtains where they are hidden on a rail at the top and they're floor to ceiling. So that was the main reason for wanting to do this. Also, we did have, well, I think you can still see it because it's still up there, we had coving in this room. I believe this coving is standard with this style of house. It's a new build house. If you're familiar with the builder, then you'll know that like certain rooms come with this coving. It's only in this room, out in our hallway, and then also in our bedroom. We're keeping it in our bedroom because it's actually quite
quite nice and cozy up there. But I just wanted to do something a little bit different in the living room, so we've done this kind of like ceiling detail that wraps all the way around. There's going to be an LED light that goes in here. I just wanted like a lot of like soft lights so that we never have to put the big light on. And speaking of the big light, I don't think I showed you the lights that are out there. I'll show you them quickly. The lights that I've gone for are from Next, and they're like a flush ceiling shade light. That probably doesn't make any sense, but I'll show you them out in the hallway. I'm not going to take them out because honestly guys, if you could see the dust in here, everywhere in my house is dusty. We've been keeping the doors shut. That's just obviously the joys of getting any work done. But I've went and got 3 of the lights, so we're doing like 1, 2, 3. That'll be a nice wee statement as well. Then I have picked a big kind of like media board. If you've been following me for a while, you might remember in our last house we did like a DIY media unit, and we're doing something similar in this house but keeping it more neutral, whereas in my last house I had more like blacks and things like that. But yeah, that is the update in the living room. It's actually such a big space. I've also ordered and designed my sofa, which I can't wait for. Hopefully we'll be ready for the sofa to come in the next like 2 weeks. And obviously I went and got a Christmas tree the other day, which is either going to go here in front of the window or potentially in the corner this year. And then the other thing that's going to be sitting in this room, probably over here, is baby boy's bassinet, which still can't believe that we're going to have a baby and that hopefully the house is going to be ready for him coming. The ceiling obviously needs to be finished, the TV unit needs to be put up, flooring needs to go down, so there's still quite a lot to do, but hopefully it'll get done next week. And yeah, we can start getting everywhere tidied up, fingers crossed. These are the lights that I'm putting in the living room. Like I said, I'm not going to unbox them just now because I just don't want them getting all dusty, but I've got 3 of these. I will insert a wee picture because I did take them out to have a look at the colour the other day, and they're honestly the most gorgeous like neutral linen shade, so super pleased with these. Whilst I'm out here, I just thought I would show you the state of the hallway. This is what we have been living with. This is the mirror that needs to be put up in the bathroom. We've then got our radiator over here. The floor is all covered. You can see the dust. Couldn't even show you into the kitchen because it's chaos in there. I had a switch put here because I want to put a lamp out in this hallway, and we are actually also going to be changing this radiator. This hallway is also going to be getting painted before baby boy comes. Feel like we're really trying to do quite a lot, and I'm really hoping that we can get it all done. I'm not actually too sure what colour is in this hallway, but it's all the way up the stairs as well, and it's just a lot more grey than what I would like it to be honest. So we're going to change it probably to summer linen. And the other room that's getting summer linen painted in it is the downstairs bathroom, which I don't know if I've given you any updates since this has been like basically finished. I have to put all the lights on for full effect. This is what the bathroom's looking like. I mean, honestly, I am just chuffed to bits with this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The bottom of the sink came damaged. We've got a kind of floating drawer that goes underneath, and it came damaged. They sent out a replacement, and the replacement's also damaged, so I now need to wait another 24 hours for them to see the pictures of the damage and then hopefully send another one out. I don't even know if I've shown you these lights. These lights were such a bargain as well. They were $14.99 each, and I think they're absolutely stunning. It's exactly what I wanted them to look like. You can probably see the little paint sample that I've popped on that wall there as well. I've popped one on there, and then I've also popped one over here. I have to give you a little bit of reality of the current situation. We have actually now went and moved into mum and dad's for the next week until our bed is delivered. This, believe it or not, is the hallway looking a lot better, because up until this morning we had our old bed headboard sitting here. It was just a lot of different things. Obviously we've got skirting boards going up the stairs still. I've been up in the attic all day today doing a lot of sorting, so yeah, feeling quite productive. But I thought I would give you a little update in baby boy's room. My dad is the messiest worker ever, but I can't complain because he literally does everything for us. I'll pop the light on so you can see a little bit better in here. But the last very dark wall has been painted in this house. I don't think we've got any dark walls. The hallway is painted a light grey, which obviously will be getting done as well before baby boy comes. But that shouldn't be as hard to cover as all of like the navy and green walls that we've had in this house. This room's only had one coat so far. He did a lot of cutting in, that took quite a while, and then obviously primed all of the panelling. But I'm so pleased with how this panelling looks. It's really quite minimal still, but it just adds a little something, and I feel like it's perfect for a nursery. This wall's had its first coat as well, and this is where his changing table and everything's going to go. One thing I can't decide on is, do we eventually change the colour of the doors and the skirtings? But that is a very big job because it would literally be every single room in the house. And yeah, I think my dad would probably strangle me if I actually asked him to do that before the baby comes. That's the update in baby boy's room. Hopefully his room is going to be finished probably next week at some point now. And then the update in our bedroom, I'll pop the lights on actually. The update in our bedroom is we've had this like pelmet put in. Obviously you've seen that we did a kind of ceiling detail in the living room downstairs, which is actually the room that's directly under here. And I think I told you when I was telling you that update that that room has clothing and this room upstairs has the clothing as well. I didn't want to do anything too crazy in this room because one, time, and two, I just don't think we'll actually like appreciate it enough like long term. But that being said, I did want to do a pelmet so that my curtains again would look like that kind of hotel style curtain where they're like hidden, and we've got like an LED light going in here as well, which will be a nice little feature to be able to pop on. Something else that'll be happening next week, I've ordered a new radiator because I don't want my curtains sitting in front. Obviously this is where baby boy is going to be sleeping as well for the first kind of 6-7 months. So yeah, this room needs to be nice and cozy and we don't want to be blocking the heat with our curtains. So since our builder's here anyway, we're going to basically just move this radiator to here. But I've went for a kind of tall skinny one, so that'll be a nice feature. Eventually I'd love to do some sort of like TV media unit here, but again, not something that we really have time to try and figure out just now. Probably just put a nice kind of chair or something in the corner and then a nice mirror. This is a William Wood mirror which I don't plan on keeping in here. I might actually sell this at some point, so if anyone likes it, let me know. Our gorgeous new bed is coming on Saturday, which I'm so excited about. Can't wait to see what it looks like. I basically found some pictures on Pinterest of a bed and yeah, discounted beds are making it bespoke for us. So it's a very big headboard. It's like 4 meters long. We're getting a Super King, which is really exciting. That's hopefully coming at the weekend, and between now and then the flooring's going to go down in this room. The room's going to get painted. Still don't know what colour I'm painting it. I've went between putting a wallpaper on this back wall to doing a DIY chocolate kind of lime wash. That didn't really work out that well. I've done a sample over there and couldn't even show you it because it's that dreadful. And now I'm thinking, do I just paint the whole room chocolate brown? That is still to be decided. But you'll see as we go. We're currently at IKEA picking up some different bits. The home project diaries continue. We're now on week 4 of everywhere being ripped out, and today my mum will come to IKEA to try and get some bits. Long time no face update. I feel like I've been giving you lots of updates of the house but not actually coming on and chatting to you. I am in a different location. We have officially moved into mum and dad's house because we sold our bed, and to be honest the bed just was not comfy because we kind of half taken it apart. That was quite a while ago and I wasn't getting the best night's sleeps anymore, and being now 30 weeks pregnant, sleep is precious. So yeah, when Chris was away on his work trip I came round here to stay for a couple of nights, and the bed in my mum and dad's spare room is honestly so comfy. So I was here for a few nights, went back to ours for a few nights, and then we sold our bed. We also sold the living room sofa. Sold our bed on Saturday with the plan of having our new bed delivered on Tuesday. It's now, what day is it today? Thursday? Wednesday? It's now Wednesday. We actually had to push the bed date to this Saturday, which has now also been pushed because we've just got new plans, and I think this is what seems to be happening. This is what I'm finding, that when you start doing some home projects, they just kind of lead into other things. They start to grow arms and legs. I obviously wanted to do the, what's that called? I feel like I keep not knowing what to call this. The kind of pelmet that's going to be above our curtains in our bedroom, which seemed like a really straightforward nice addition to add. Joiner was there already, so I thought, and yes, we just went ahead and did it, and then I came back to realise that he'd actually opened up the ceiling to put the light in, and it was a ceiling that my dad had already plastered over it and painted, so that needed to get all done again. Then I started talking about eventually doing our ensuite up, which again was probably a bad idea because now we're actually making the wall bigger because we are eventually going to do our own suite, and it just makes sense to have our bedroom all done according to what the future plans are so that things don't need to be done and then done again. Basically the long and short of it is the bedroom has the nice little like kind of pelmet situation put up, all the floors up, there's no bed anymore, and that's about it. I'm actually going around just now to see, just so I give you a wee update. Baby's room's coming along really nicely though, like so pleased, because at one point I just wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was kind of thinking, did I do blue stripes? I've ended up doing neutral stripes, and it was a really good decision because I just look in the room and I love it. So I'll show you that when I go down. So this is what I was talking about when I said we are constructing a new wall in our master bedroom. So our current ensuite is in this door here. So as you can see, we had this kind of little like corner section which was a little bit of dead space, and when I was talking about plans for our ensuite, we were saying that it would be great to utilise this space, and actually it would allow for us to have like a kind of bigger walk-in shower. So we currently don't actually have set plans of when we're going to do our ensuite. We have kind of just given this ensuite a little freshen up. Sorry if you can hear banging in the background, mum and dad
dad's in the other room doing flooring. I've been in sorting my dressing room out, and this is the progress. We've got all of the gyprock up so you can really see the shape, and it gives us a better idea of the space, which there's still plenty of space to walk into our room. It's given like a really good bit more onto our ensuite, isn't it? When we eventually get around to doing that. My dad's been hard at work doing the flooring in here and all the decorating as well. How many coats of paint did you have to do?
2 other coat and refinishing.
Because this wall was the last dark navy wall in the house to go. To see it on camera, this wallpaper is actually striped, or you can see it when you come up close. We've got flooring in to the wardrobe. This was actually quite a big job to do as well, wasn't it? Because that carpet was hard to get out. This will be his wardrobe, and I had to order an extra bit of wallpaper, but we don't actually need that much, but literally just need a wee bit for over here. So my dad's going to wallpaper in the wardrobe for me as well. I've had a wee look for new handles as well, but I haven't found any that I love yet, so that's another thing that's on the list. I have to literally go this close so that it'll pick up on camera, but my dad has it wallpapered inside the wardrobe as well. It's so annoying you can't see it because it is honestly so cute. I'm just imagining all of his clothes hung up. I honestly can't wait till we get to that stage where I'm getting everything organised. An exciting bathroom update. The mirror is now up. This is actually the mirror that was upstairs in our bedroom. It was actually on the wall that we have obviously now completely changed. I originally thought about putting this mirror down here, but I liked it upstairs in the bedroom, and obviously at that point I wasn't actually thinking that I was going to be creating a full new wall. So when we decided to do that, I knew that I wanted to try this mirror down the stairs. I did actually have another mirror which I'll show you in a minute, and it was lovely, but it just didn't have that like wow factor, and it would just kind of, I feel like the wall was too big for the size of the mirror. I'm going to keep the mirror and use it in our ensuite when we eventually get around to doing that. The door's actually been shut for this room for the past couple of days just because there's so much other stuff going on and we don't want to get this room to get too dusty. So I haven't actually been in here as much, but just like opening the door again and looking at it, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe this is our bathroom. It's all been painted in here as well. I went for Dulux Summer Linen, which I think I'm going to paint like out here as well in the same colour, because I feel like it's the perfect kind of like neutrally creamy tone. You can see the paint colour and everything better in the mirror as well. The only problem we're having is this sink actually has a floating drawer that goes underneath, and we've had quite a few issues with the drawers that have been set. So that's annoying. I'm going to have to get on the phone to them tomorrow to try and sort it. That being said, I'm so obsessed with the sink. Like, this sink is just gorgeous, and I think once we get the little floating drawer underneath as well, it's just going to really pull it all together. But yeah, this is a little look at the bathroom. Obviously I'll give you like a full proper in-depth tour, tell you where everyone's from. I'll link everything at the end. Excuse the state of the hallway. We've got 2 new radiators sitting here, all of the lights for the living room sitting here, spotlights. This was the mirror that I was originally putting in the bathroom, which again I absolutely love, but it just didn't feel like wow enough for that space. I think this is going to look really nice with the idea that I have for the ensuite, so we'll just keep this up in the attic for now. This room doesn't look like too much has been happening, but actually a lot has been happening. It has been all plastered, and the plaster has been drying all day. Bulbs are obviously in. These aren't the bulbs that we're going to have. These are just what our builder puts in just to make sure that everything's working. This is one of the radiators we're having put in. This one is a 1600, and then out in the hallway I went for an 1800, and then in our bedroom I went for an 1800 as well. But this one's just going to go over here behind the door, so it's going to give us like so much more space, because the original radiator was like a long radiator that went all the way here. I've had this big ugly switch thing taken out, and then we've had other switches like moved around. Doesn't look like a lot, but it is a lot, and we're definitely getting there slowly but surely. It's been a minute since I've given you an update in the living room, and as you can see, there has been quite a lot of changes. Even though this room isn't quite finished yet, it's almost there. You'll have to excuse the noises upstairs. My dad is here and he's tackling our bedroom now. If you follow me on my home account, lifestyle account, then you'll know that I was considering changing the colour of the skirting boards and doors in the house. So with the builder of our house, they are quite well known for basically having a certain colour of skirting and door, and I absolutely love the style of the doors and the skirtings. They're just such lovely quality, really nice and chunky, and they look really good. And I actually do love the fact that they're a different colour to like the walls, but in saying that, they're definitely a bit more of a kind of sagey grey colour. And as we've started to paint different rooms in the house, they're just looking like they don't match necessarily. I think the long-term plan will be to slowly start changing everything to white. We decided to go for it in here, but also getting a little look at the TV unit. The board's been done, TV's on. Our
unit is actually here. I went and picked that up from IKEA the other day, and that's going to get built. That should finish this off really nice. We've got lights everywhere as well, so I'll need to show you in here at night time. The flooring's been laid, so the plan is to see how we go with this flooring in here, and then if we love it, we're planning to basically put it all the way through the house. I love it because it's like super wide planks. It's absolutely stunning, and it's exactly what I was looking for. Give you a little look at the room from this side. So our ceiling lights have been put up now. I am so pleased with these. Originally I was only going to do 2, and then I thought 3 would be better. These were from Next. I'll try and link them for you. Super affordable as well, and they give a really nice light. So we've got these lights. We've then got an LED light that runs the perimeter of this like ceiling detail that we've done, which I'm obsessed with this ceiling detail. It's just like adds a little bit of something. I feel like it's really simple but really effective, so really pleased that we did this. And then in here is where our curtains are going to go, and there's a light that runs in here as well. And like I said, there's actually a light that goes around the TV board as well, which is dimmable, and I need to show you my switches because that was something that we changed. Again, slowly all the switches in the house will match, but we've done the hallway and in here so far, just a little bit more special than having plain white. And then look at this dimmer switch. I don't know if you can see, it's got a really nice detail, kind of like a ridged detail on the side. Got new switches down here as well. And then the other new thing in this room is the radiator. Again, we're slowly changing the radiators everywhere, so we've got one of these out in the hallway as well and in our bedroom. Should also mention that the paint colour in here is Dulux Natural Hessian. It was actually supposed to be summer linen, and my dad basically by accident put this on, and I came round to see it and I was really pleased with it, so we just decided to go with it. And I'm really glad I have, because I've waited for summer linen most other places in the house, but Natural Hessian just feels a little bit cosier, and I think it's going to be perfect for this room. Obviously this is going to be the living room. Our sofa's hopefully coming in the next 2 weeks, and I also picked out a blind and also floor to ceiling curtains last night. Pop in some of the samples so you can kind of see the colours and everything I'm going for. So far, I'm so pleased with how it's all come together, and it's good to feel that we're finally getting somewhere. Ignore my tatty slippers, they've definitely seen better days, but now that we've got the light flooring in the living room, it's actually making me hate the dark flooring everywhere else even more, so the quicker we can get round to doing that, the better. But yeah, everything takes time. This is the other radiator that we've had put in the hallway. I just love how this looks. The hallway is all going to be painted in summer linen as well. This one wall has been done, and I don't know if you can actually see, but like this is the colour of the current walls, which is more of a kind of grey. I don't know, it's just very cool and dull, and I prefer more kind of like neutrals and creamy tones, so excited for everywhere to be painted in summer linen. I think it will just brighten up the space and make the flooring more bearable. And then I have to give you a little sneak peek into the bathroom. Ignore the colour of the doors, like the dust is everywhere. Me and my mum actually did clean everywhere yesterday, or we'll like attempt to do a first clean, but it's going to need a few cleans before it's looking back to normal. There's no more dust, but I'm so pleased with how this bathroom has come together. Exciting home update today. We are putting bits in baby boy's wardrobes, not his clothes. I had to work out where I wanted the rails to go, and then we're also putting in a new shelf, so I was just kind of working out where everything was going to go. This is the storage box that I'm going to use as a laundry basket that I picked up in TK Maxx, and I just wanted to make sure that it fit in there nicely, and I feel like it's all kind of coming together. All the tones, everything looks like it's intentionally supposed to match, which is good. Also lol at me trying to hang up this pram suit on an adult hanger. My hangers are not coming until tomorrow, so I had to do a little makeshift situation to see where everything should basically go. But yeah, I think this is going to be really good storage, and obviously I'm going to put those storage boxes up high as well. Very excited to be able to get in here and get organising hopefully tomorrow. In other home updates, I decided to use the brown paint that we bought that was originally going to be for lime wash in the bedroom and use it in our ensuite. It is very bold, like we've painted the ceiling as well. I love all my neutrals, I love everything being light and breezy, so this is quite a lot, but I have to say I actually quite like it. I feel like it's quite nice for this room. The brown also works well with the dark flooring, so yeah, I'm actually quite pleased that we've decided to do this. This is only one coat. You guys will have to let me know what you think. Me again, just jumping on to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed watching the whole process of all of the different home projects that we have been tackling. I didn't think I would be still doing projects at 35 weeks pregnant now, but I have to say we are turning our house into like literally the home of our dreams. I'm pinching myself as it's all coming together, and I'm really glad I documented the whole process, and I can't wait to share more with you soon. I will try my best to link absolutely everything in the description, like where we got things from. If you do have any questions, please just leave me a little comment below, or you can reach out to me on any of my socials. They'll be in the description as well. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch a video by me, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Bye guys.